Hey, you made it. I'm here to make you feel better. I've lost it. Okay. One take. One go. Hello. Welcome to a relaxing review where I will be soft speaking, comparing the Xperia XZ2 to the Xperia XZ3. I'm guest starring on ASMR Show's channel at the moment. He's over there.
This is being shot on an LG V40.
This is being shot on an LG.
It's a very expensive phone.
A very expensive phone. So I've had the XZ2 for a while now. 2 weeks. The innards of both phones are exactly the same. They both run the Snapdragon 845 processor, 4GB of RAM, and they both have 64GB of internal storage. They do take SD card for expansion and up to 512GB SD card. The differences between them are the screen quality. So they've both got the same 19 megapixel camera at the back. They've got the same placement for the fingerprint scanner, which I'm fairly sure in the building process they include some kind of lubricant. Because if you put these phones on any surface, they will fall off. Any single surface. Now, I get the feeling that when they fall off, this one will survive much better than this one, as this one has a 6-inch AMOLED screen, which is the very first for Sony. They've never done an AMOLED screen for a good, especially since they started the Xperia Z generation. And this one is a 5.7 IPS. They both are, this is Quad HD, and I think this one is slightly less, but pixel quality is exactly the same. You are getting no headphone jack, which to me is a massive loss. I love headphones. I've got some high quality ones, and the reason I've got the XZ2 in the first place is because my Galaxy S8 died, and I like that. You know, it had a headphone jack, and I didn't look into this. I needed a phone. I picked this one up, fairly cheap, and then I was like, oh, I'm listening to music on the way to work. Bollocks. So there are the similarities. They're both very thin. This phone comes in 4 colours: forest green, dark red, a silver, and a black. I'm not sure about this one because I haven't looked into it too well. I said this wasn't going to be very well structured. The real differences are in just the screen. Literally, if you have the XZ2, there is really no reason to upgrade to the XZ3 unless you can get it at a really good price. At a really good price. If an AMOLED screen to me is important, when I look for a phone, I want dual front facing speakers. I want a beep and headphone jack. I want headphone jack. Am I allowed to swear? You're allowed to swear. I want a headphone jack. Where's your headphone jack? I want a headphone jack. I just want a headphone jack. Beep. I didn't cup. I said this isn't structured. I want a headphone jack. What you get is USB-C, Type-C, which is handy for, if you've got a dongle. If you've got a dongle, which I didn't get in the box. I mean, I don't know if it comes with one in the box, but not this one. Yeah. Beep. I'll just start again.
No, carry on. I might edit this one, maybe.
Yeah.
I might have to beep us.
Beep. Well, as you go over it, just kind of go beep. Just go beep.
That's not about it, and maybe I'll upload an unedited one.
If you're alright, I will start this one again.
Okay, yeah, sure, yeah.
Welcome to a relaxing review. This is a series I do on my channel. This is
relaxing review.
I'm DrunkASMR.
DrunkASMR. Stop laughing.
Hi, I'm DrunkASMR.
DrunkASMR.
I am doing a relaxing review.
A relaxing review.
Which is a series I do on my channel.
A series he does on his channel.
But I'm doing a pilot episode.
And he's doing a pilot episode.
On ASMR Show.
On ASMR Show. That's the show you're watching right now.
do doing the voice. I am going to be comparing the XZ2 Sony Xperia to the XZ3.
XZ3.
This is going to be a constant.
Really?
I think this is going to be an outtake, isn't it? I've had the Sony Xperia XZ2 for 3 weeks, and I've had the XZ3 for 2 minutes. But I've done enough research to be able to tell you the differences. So, they are essentially very similar phones. Sony has a habit of releasing phones on a 6-monthly basis, which completely obliterates the resale value. So, I picked this up for a really good price.
You did.
Thank you very much. And this one I also picked up for a really good price, but from a different person. So on the innards, they are both running the Snapdragon 845 processor, 4GB of RAM and 64GB internal storage, which in this day and age isn't enough, but I think it depends on your usage. For me, I stream everything. So they are both expandable with a memory card, which is also a rarity in this day and age. However, neither of them have a headphone jack, which for me, god damn, why do they're meant to be giving us stuff, not taking stuff away. Anyway, I digress. They're both running USB-C cables. They both have front-facing stereo speakers, although these ones are a little better than this one, but this is 6 months of developer tech. They have the same 19 megapixel back camera, and the front camera, this one has a 8 megapixel, I believe, but the XZ3 has a upgraded 13 megapixel with widescreen, which if you're doing a YouTube channel and you're vlogging, is pretty handy. The construction of both phones is excellent. They are glass, aluminum, oh, too many tech videos, aluminium, and Gorilla Glass 5 on the front. The same there. They have some kind of added substance into the build quality, I believe, some kind of lubricant. Because if you put these phones on anything, they will slide off. Anything. But what's also quite cool is if you put it on a surface and spin it, you've got yourself a fidget spinner. A very expensive one, but it's still a fidget spinner. The differences between the phones are where it's key. It's an incremental upgrade. You've got the better front-facing camera. The speakers are louder. You have a bigger 6-inch AMOLED screen, which it's been similar to the Samsung ones, but it contains Sony's Bravia system on it, so the colours are punchy. The XZ2 has a 5.7-inch, very good IPS display, but you can just, the differences between them is night and day. General usage on them is great. When you're talking about the new, the PC war where you used to have the spec wars is now in phones. So it's all what you can chuck in. You've got the 8GB, you've got the 6GB of RAM, which most people won't need. And I feel for some people that may be a downfall for these phones, but general day-to-day use. The battery in this one is a 3,300 milliamp. I've yet to test it throughout the day, but from what I understand, is it good?
It suits me.
It suits him. This one, I'm a heavy user. I will stream Spotify for 8 hours a day at work. Check emails, Facebook, bored consistently. YouTube and other phones I've had, even the iPhone SE had 30% battery of the day. This one I have to charge up in about 6 hours. So longevity wise, I can't really recommend this phone. The camera shots are good, as you'd expect from a Sony phone. Lots of other manufacturers use Sony lenses. I've got some gripes. The lubricant is a real pain in the ass. If you will buy these phones, you're going to want a case, which is a shame because they are beautiful devices. Lovely. The fingerprint magnets, which is, and they've got a dedicated camera button, as you can see. But you will want to cover it. This comes in 4 colours: a red, forest green, a silver, which is this one, believe it or not, and a black. And this one comes in similar, except the red. It doesn't come in. Pricing wise, well, it's still a flagship model. It's only 6 months old. It came out after the S9. It came out after the LG G7 thing Q. But because of this thing, you can get this thing cheap, pretty cheap. And this one, not so much, unless you know a guy.
He knows a guy.
I know a guy. It's if you want the bigger screen and stuff like that, it's a decent phone. There are better on the market. For the price, if you can get it on a bargain, it's fantastic. If not, it's out at the same price as the iPhone XR, you know, the Galaxy S9, which is cheaper now. You're better off with one of those because they've got headphone jacks. But if you've got the XZ2 and you're wondering whether you should upgrade, if you've got the money to spend, maybe, but this phone will last you. It's just not battery. So this has been a fairly relaxing review. It wasn't as soft spoken as I was planning, but if you like it, make sure you like and subscribe to ASMR Show.
ASMR Show. ASMR Show. And I feel we should mention this was recorded using the front-facing camera on ASMR Show's new LG V40.
This was recorded on the LG V40, out now. Goodbye.